Halt! The episode which you are streaming has orders from the Dalek Supreme Council. You are ordered to subscribe and exterminate the like button. Failure to do so will result in your death. Begin transmission.
Welcome, audience members. You are now entering the Parliament of the Daleks, a Doctor Who podcast focusing on the toys, action figures, and merchandise from the past, present, and future of our favorite sci-fi franchise. I'm your Dalek fanatic host, Wade, joined by figure expert Alex and Captain Kitbasher Jack. And in this episode, we'll be celebrating the 17th anniversary of the episode, The Unquiet Dead. We'll be sharing our top 3 characters we'd like to see. Normally we do 5, but honestly, all 3 of us do not really like this episode. And let's be real here, there's not that many characters to choose from, or at least very exciting characters. So we're just going to keep this one smaller and shorter, just for the sake of time. In this episode, What's in Your Head, Zombie? We thought this would be a good way to celebrate the episode's 17th anniversary for Season 1 of New Who, especially since each one lands on a Saturday this year. So each Saturday we'll release an episode for this series. So for our top 3 characters from the Unquiet Dead that we think would be fun toys in the Doctor Who 5.5-inch range, what do we have in our third spot, Alex?
We have, of course, Charles Dickens.
Oh, everyone wants a figure of Charles Dickens. Let's be real here. This would be the #1 selling Doctor Who figure in all of history, right?
Of course it would.
You don't want a Rose in a dress.
We don't. We can mention her, though.
We'll mention that, but we're sick of Rose variants. So yeah, in third place we have Charles Dickens. We all know who Charles Dickens is, a very historical figure. Question is, why did we not get a Charles Dickens figure? How the heck did that not happen, character options? We got Winston Churchill, but not Charles Dickens.
I don't know if this is a rumour, but I guess if it is, you've probably heard it too. Wasn't there like a thing where the actor didn't like the idea of him being a toy or something?
You know what? That's a good statement. I want to say something like that sounds familiar, but I don't know if it applies to him.
I don't think he specified a toy necessarily, but I think he did mention he's hesitant to do Charles Dickens in Doctor Who because he thought it would be disrespectful to the man himself and would essentially make him like a gimmick or a merchandising tool.
Well, at least they never made a merchandising tool for it, so I guess props to him if that's how he really felt about Charles Dickens. So this is interesting to think about, because how many actual historical figures have we gotten in Doctor Who? All I can think of is Winston Churchill.
We got Laszlo.
Oh yeah, he's pretty important, huh?
We got Skibbus. He's technically a historical figure. He's very important.
True. We got Harold Saxon, Prime Minister of England or Britain.
Oh, so you got 2 Prime Minister figures. How cool is that?
That's true. Where's our Harriet Jones figure? Eh?
We need her.
Well, we'll talk about that next episode, won't we?
Yeah.
MP for Fly Down North represent.
In case you guys can't tell, there's nothing we want to talk about for this episode. Charles Dickens. Would you rather have? Oh gosh, what's another historical figure in Doctor Who?
A gun to the head or to buy this figure? I choose a gun to the head.
Tell you what, a figure I actually wouldn't mind would be Vincent van Gogh.
Oh, that would be cool.
From Vincent and the Doctor. That'd be cool. You got obviously Vincent, yeah. Give him some paintings as accessories.
That'd be cool.
Or a detachable ear, that would be cool.
What if character options packed him in a huge box with an invisible Crephaeus, as if it was packed in like that?
That's a B&M pack. Stop leakage, man.
So Vincent van Gogh won that round. Let's see. Who else could we pin against Charles Dickens?
Genghis Khan?
Oh, Genghis Khan would easily win. I'd want a Genghis Khan figure. How about Nikola Tesla?
I'd buy a Nikola Tesla figure. That's awesome.
Yeah, Nikola Tesla would be cool. Cool, and Charles Dickens anyway.
What about, what was the other guy? My mind's blanking. The guy who stole his ideas.
Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
Let's see. Would you have Agatha Christie as a figure over Charles Dickens?
No. Oh, maybe.
Nah, I'd take Charles Dickens.
You'd take Dickens over Christie?
I would. I don't know why.
Okay, what if she was repacked with the Vespa form?
Oh, they then.
Then I'd take it. Yeah.
You're saying, do I want a cool giant wasp alien or a slightly overweight man?
Yeah, it's not a
With
fair
a beard.
comparison. You'd have to put Charles Dickens with the Girl Phantom to at least make it half fair.
Oh, there you go. So Charles Dickens with the Gelf Phantom versus Agatha Christie and Vespa form. Which one you shooting for?
Vespa form. All day, every day.
I'd struggle. I'm going to say Girl Phantom just to counter Jack, to be honest, because they're both actually quite cool ideas when you package them with the builder figures. That'd be actually worthwhile.
So when we say it like that, we could get these figures with a new head sculpt using some random suit body. I don't know how they do Agatha Christie, but yeah. Hey, character options. We just created a new product for you.
Historical figures and a cool monster.
Exactly. Maybe Todd McFarlane was onto something. Maybe we can't have guys in regular trench coats and stuff. It needs to come with a big monster. Needs something
Winston
cool with
Churchill
it.
came with an Ironside Dalek and then the cool little table with his phones. That's pretty awesome. So it's the same business model. Maybe that'd be a good way to get historical figures into the figure range, just because they're part of the episode. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing like a Marco Polo or something like that in a B&M pack, as weird as that sounds.
Well, we're more likely to get that than anything that we're talking about
Yep.
now, aren't we?
Yeah. Aztecs would be a really cool set, I think. I would.
Cavemen.
It
I'd
would.
love cavemen.
Yeah, I'd love a caveman set.
Yeah. It's Batman where it's like we prefer cavemen over Charles Dickens.
Yeah, I'd pick the caveman because it gives me a chance to get the skull accessory. Yeah, here we go, just rambling about other stuff than this episode. Because this has been so boring, how about you guys enjoy some elevator music that I'll add in post-production for those listening to this episode, because there's nothing else to say on this and we need to make up the 15-minute quota. What do we have for the number 2 spot, Jack?
We have the unreleased Gwyneth prototype that was shown off. How many years ago did that leak now? 10? 10 years ago?
Probably around there, yeah.
So just re-release her, because every kid wants a middle-aged Welsh woman and a lit candle as a toy.
It's about all you can do, huh?
Well, frankly, I want her abusive boss as a figure, because who doesn't want an old man to play with?
At least he has a top hat, but
That's true.
and sideburns, right?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
There's
Where's-
literally nothing you can do with this episode. Old men in suits, a maid, and then the doctor and Rose.
Well, you know what? No, I would do, if I had to put a serious thing forward for this episode, I would do I'd do Rose in her Victorian dress packaged with a non-electronic flight control TARDIS covered in snow. That's what I would do. And a Ninth Doctor.
That'd be a good set, actually.
The Gwyneth figure will be based off of the prototype sculpt, so meaning we never got that one. It never saw the light of day. So this would take the mantle of our entirely new sculpted figure, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But what's interesting to think is the character options actually did consider making this character as a figure.
I mean, it's not the worst idea they'd have, although
What's worse than this?
it was probably canceled for a reason. Do you think she was originally going to be put in the original Gelth wave?
I was thinking that when
Probably.
we talked about it earlier, because, really, her and the Girl Phantom are very, they're very much part of the same scene. They go together very well. So, a part of me does think that they were made to go together, but then I don't know, maybe there was a budget cut or something.
Or maybe character realised nobody wants this.
Yeah, honestly, they maybe were planning to have her in that, because I don't think they would have made that sculpt that early, say like during the early days. I'm thinking like maybe post 2007, they maybe had something planned for her.
You know what I think maybe it was? And this isn't even me. When did this Series 4 line come out?
Oh, around 2008, 2009.
I do wonder if character thought there's no way we can, with a straight face, release a Gwyneth figure alongside all of the stuff we got for Series 4. We got like the Haas, Sontarans, Ood, Adipose.
So that's
year
what's
later.
interesting about that year. When you look at the Gelth wave, you have Jabe from season 1, a Purple Clockwork Man from season 2, a Regenerated Master from season 3. Let's see, Captain Jack, I think, from season 3, and then you got 2 Voyage of the Damned characters. You got Astrid and then Banica Falata, and then the Doctor from Sound of Drums. So they already had it pretty randomized.
What a weird wave.
Yeah, it's just a random. Yeah.
Maybe that's what they were going to plan her for, but honestly, it's a shame she almost got made, but somehow we never got the Jeremy Baines figure. That would have been so cool to have with your Scarecrow.
Yeah, that would have
that
been
would've-
awesome.
He would have been the best. And then the beige Scarecrow as well, because you need it. It's so cool.
We're rather talking about any other figure other than the stuff from this episode.
Yeah.
Jeremy Baines, right? Isn't he a great character?
Yeah.
I would actually love the whole Family of Blood as a collection set or something.
I'd pay big bucks to have that.
Big bucks.
Okay, so that's the number 2 spot, taking up the entirely new sculpt mantle.
What I've got is I've got a nice large nan. My nan's dead, so that don't matter.
What do we have for number 1, Alex?
We have the 9th Doctor in blue jumper. So, yeah,
Exciting.
amazing.
Woo! Repaint! Yoo-hoo!
Another 9th Doctor jumper variant. It's brilliant. So, yeah, with this one, it would be his dark blue, navy blue jumper that he wore in this episode, as well as then in Aliens of London and World War III as well.
Yeah, this one kind of looks cool with the blue jumper. I was thinking maybe you could either have him like that or released with the TARDIS, kind of like what Jack was saying with the snow effect. For all you people wondering out there why we don't have the Rose in the black dress from this episode, basically we're sick of Rose variants. We would like to have something else, but
Yeah, these lists would just have a Rose variant in there, obligatory figure, just every single time. So gotta cut it out somewhere.
I would actually, and I really wouldn't mind this, if they re-released that dead Nan in clear plastic, in a clear blue plastic, so she looks like a ghost.
she'd look more like a hologram. So wait, you're telling me you'll have a ghost Nan over a ghost Cyberman?
Well, my Nan's dead, so that don't matter.
That's honestly it, really. There's not even a playset we could do. You could do the theater, which that's not
I want the
exciting.
dead coffin. I want the coffin that you can slot the Nan.
Oh
in.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how about the coffin playset, where you pull a lever and then her body can just hop out?
and kill her grandson. This is just
So
the worst
there's your
episode.
playset idea, character options. Get to it.
And as a
So-
bonus accessory, it could come with a noose for you to hang yourself because you're so depressed from talking about this episode.
This episode has not aged well over the years, so that's all I can say about it. I don't even think we're gonna do our closing statements for what our favorite figure is, because I'm pretty sure it's Charles Dickens, right?
Well, what we know, number one is we need to re-release the Gelf Phantom. That is all we need.
That's our message in this entire episode. Re-release the Gelth Phantom, and then maybe make a blue shirt, blue jumper Ninth Doctor.
Exactly, it'd be great. We've got the format already with the Fourth Doctor and K1 Robot. Keep on doing it. Build a figure with the Doctor.
Oh,
Do
there you
this.
go.
We have the Gelf Phantom and the Ninth Doctor in his blue jumper. Perfect. Perfect set. I'd buy it.
Genius.
Or do
So-
what Hasbro did, cheap out and just flick some white paint at all the figures and re-release it as a snow wave.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Man, what a depressing episode.
Hey, it'll at least buy us a week to record more. So this episode has not aged well over the years.
We're going to talk about Slovene next week, so, it's all going to go uphill from here.
Oh boy.
That's more exciting. Well, thank you guys for doing this episode with me and talking about the latest Doctor Who toys. And last but not least, I'd like to thank you, the audience members, for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed it, be sure to share it with your friends, and also be sure to leave a like and subscribe.
For 2022, we've got huge plans such as a Patreon or exclusive content like custom figures tutorials, kit bashing guides, and painting tutorials.
And be sure to check out our YouTube channel as well, as we'll be uploading high quality figure reviews and even more toy content, so throw us a bone.
And the goal of this podcast series is to cover the history of all Doctor Who figures and toys. So be sure to stay tuned for more. I'm your host, Wade, and this is the Parliament of the Daleks.
Well, my nan's dead. So,
So that don't matter. I should probably throw that clip in. That'd be funny.
you should.
Yeah, we need to put it in as a, intermission just so people don't get bored.